What is up, everybody? Destin Legary here for IGN. I'm joined today by Vince and the guys from Double Helix, David and Rich. Guys, how's it going?
Pretty good, man.
Yeah.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah.
It's gonna be killer today, man.
Yo,
Yeah,
we're doing
you
it.
think so?
We're gonna do it.
So, who are we talking about today? The character everybody's excited for.
It is B Orchid.
That's right.
Talking about Orchid.
Nice.
Okay, so first up, we just want to see her in action. So why don't we just hop into a match and get it started? No reason to beat around the bush.
Nope.
No reason to tease her anymore. You've been waiting long enough.
It is time.
Let's see
It's
what
been
she
a while,
can
right?
do.
And
Yeah.
Been a while.
I've heard,
Yeah.
Dave, that you got some dirty stuff with Orchid.
Orchid
some of the
has-
filthy stuff. I want to see it.
Some filthy
So
stuff.
Rich has been teaching me the filthy stuff.
That's what Rich is all about. Is all the filthy stuff. There she is.
All right, there she is in action. You didn't accidentally go to her this time.
You blowing
Nice.
up right now? We got blow ups right now.
So why don't you tell us a little bit about your design choices? as a
So
character?
I think, Orchid has always been known as sort of the sex symbol of chaos. And I think what we wanted to do was sort of retain that femininity, but sort of give her a more modern look. Really bring out some of, the more fighter aspects of her, not just play up the sort of sex appeal of her. So
Which I love. Like I saw that. I noticed that right during her reveal, and I was really happy with that. She looks like a fighter. She looks like she's ready to kick some ass, not show some ass.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that.
yeah, so you'll see a lot of the design choices we went with from the art style is really playing up this super spy element of her, right? Like, so that's been a part of her backstory. So you'll see like the goggles rather than the headband. It's more functional versus just aesthetic.
And there's her little kicky moves,
Yeah,
her flip kicks.
we're gonna
Flick
see.
flack.
We're gonna see flick flack.
Pure flick flack in the quick punch, right?
Endless flick flacks.
Yeah.
So do we want to just play or maybe go through
So
some of her
let's
moves
talk about
first?
her combat. What does she have at her disposal?
So some of the big
Yeah,
things.
there's a slide.
The slide is one of her great specials. She's got 3 different versions: light, medium, heavy. They go different distances. They will go under fireballs, which is a really nice attribute of them. The heavier versions are negative on block and punishable, so you got to watch out a little bit. But it's a great way to rush in. And I'll let Rich build up a little meter here, and then when you shadow the knee slide, you get.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
Are you ready at home?
This is
Yeah.
stream ready.
She does it. Everybody was thinking it would be a projectile only. That is super
Yep.
exciting. She still turns in the tiger.
The fire cat is
Fire
back.
cat.
Fire
back.
cat.
And that's fully projectile invulnerable, so great way to deal with pressure. So let's talk about some of the other things. We saw flick flack in the intro. The handstand kick is back. Great way to sort of deal with pressure up close. It's low crush.
Yeah, low crushes, which is great. So for those of you at home that don't know what that means that it's invulnerable to lows. So if you use it on reaction to someone doing a low attack, you can just beat it.
Someone's sitting there hitting you with jabs. You just throw that. And
Yep.
Yeah, although jabs sometimes hit mid. It's better against like crouching medium kicks, things like
right.
that. Yeah.
That are usually low.
It serves as a linker also. It's a really cool ender. Rich will show you here. It's what we call an exchange launcher. So not only does it launch, but it switches sides. So really cool for positioning. Just all around solid move.
nice.
So really good if you're stuck in the corner and
Yeah.
you manage to land a hit and you want to get yourself out of the corner quickly. Set up some Oki.
So what about her instinct? Do we want to wait for that? It looks like when
Let's
you
talk
have a full meter.
Oh yeah, actually.
Yeah.
Well, let's just play it by ear here. So her instinct mode brings back the fire cat as a projectile.
Okay.
So Rich. It's on me. Okay. So it hits mid, and you can do some neat setups like throw it out, jump over.
So after you activate it the first time, do you just keep hitting your instinct to bring it out
Yeah,
again?
just much like Sadira's heavy punch, heavy kick will unleash a fire cat.
And
great-
that reminds me so much of like a Marvel assist because you can just call it while you're in the air. You can call it when you're in recovery from a normal.
Yeah. It's very versatile. The mix-up potential is just crazy. It really sort of solidifies a rush-down game.
Yeah, I mean, you can use that in combination with. She's got a great cross-up with
Yeah,
jumping middle
kick, right?
The basic goal of this is to take the beginner player and teach them
So
what KI
I'll be
is.
playing.
Okay. So as you can see, there's 16 basic lessons. Just real quick as a preview, hit RB.
Okay.
And you'll see there's another 16 advanced lessons. So We've got the gamut. Basically, the beginner lessons are going to sort of teach you the basics of fighting games, and then the basics of how KI works. And then from that, we're going to start building in more advanced knowledge when we get into the advanced lessons. And those really are starting to get into, like, what is a frame trap? How do you read frame data? Things that, we take for granted, but that people who haven't played fighting games aren't familiar with. So.
Right. And that's one of the things.
Super basic. I got that one. I feel good about that one.
But what if you never played a fighting game, though?
No,
you know what I mean?
no, I totally get it. Like the dashes, maybe people don't know about that.
The thing that I find really wonderful about this is that fighting games are one of the few genres where I feel like the actual mechanics, like how you actually really play them, are for the most part hidden from the typical user. Most people don't know. It's like if you played Mario, you didn't know there was a run button. And I feel like people, when they play fighting games, they're only seeing half the game, and people assume that all the other stuff.
Sorry.
People assume that all the other stuff is just, that's just for the super hardcore players. And it's like, no, there's not. Like, if you're the kind of person who logs on and plays some Call of Duty or some FPSs, like, and you have enough skill to go, do decently at that, you have enough skill to play a fighting game too.
You know what we did?
Sure.
You just have to learn.
We ran through a couple. We have some specific ones that we really want to showcase, just for people with multiple levels of skill for fighting games, or maybe just people who play games and never played a fighter. And then we have something special for you, which is the combo trial. So prepare for that, because I don't think that that's ever been shown yet, and it's the last lesson, but we're gonna skip on over to it and see how you do. Because from what we've heard,
we'll hand the stick to you.
From what we've heard, and I want to see if you can do it. You got skills. I'm not gonna deny that.
So this is a really great lesson that teaches combo breaker. So one of the unique mechanics in KI, in case you haven't played previous KIs or just want to get more information about it. And this takes you through what you were talking about earlier, Vince. That you break lights by hitting lights, mediums by mediums, heavies with heavies. And one of the keys of that is, to do that, you have to be able to read the animation. So what we do here is we actually freeze on the frame of the animation, show you the buttons. To really sort of start to teach people, okay, this is the animation you look for. When you see it, you hit these two buttons. Boom. So we sort of give it to the player the first time, and then we repeat it a couple times so you can see the animation.
Oh, I like
sort
that.
of learn it that way.
Because I was asking you about this like at Evo and stuff, like how am I going to be able to tell?
Yep.
And then here, you'll see medium punch. You got to look for the elbow. That's the close medium punch. So when you see that, it becomes a tell. And this just sort of takes you through all the doubles, so you learn, one, how the mechanic works, and then the timing also. Here I'm going to intentionally miss one and show you another neat feature. Oh, what was that?
Yeah.
And now here it explains what a lockout is, right? So if you screw up a breaker, you're going to get locked out, and here it explains, hey, that's why you got a red X over your head, and what the consequences of it are. So I think it's a nice way to just sort of teach, one of the core mechanics in the game.
Sweet. Well, yeah, let me give it a shot. I think I can do this.
All right, this one.
Okay.
This one you should be able to do.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, these are lights. These are pretty quick.
All right,
So look for the jab.
got it.
Oh.
Okay. The challenge is now.
All right, so now what happens?
Oh, sorry, just
Breaking
real quick.
points
This is
on us.
a neat little side note.
And this is the
If you
first
are-
time that people will actually be hearing about this.
Oh, really?
too.
Yeah, so if you're a pad player, one of the great things we added in is that the right analog stick you can actually use to break. So if you hit up, it'll break heavy breakers. Left or right will break mediums, and low will break lights. So it's a great way, we sort of mapped that, made it really easy for pad players.
So instead of like doing this, you just boom, boom, boom.
Exactly.
Well, in consideration for people who like to play on point,
Yeah.
that thumb is right there just for that analog. Because I'm one of those guys, so I like two buttons like this, but I like my all three and one button bind. So another way to break.
So if you're playing on the stick, are you using the
It's the right analog.
you use the right analog?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
sweet. Are you able to remap the controller?
Absolutely.
Oh,
yes.
okay. Cool.
You're able to remap buttons, but not this feature.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So
okay,
this
okay.
will just remain static, and you can change I want my lights over here. You can do like the old Super Nintendo where it's like mediums and heavies and lights on the tops.
Nice. So wait, what am I doing here?
So now we're just sort of switching it up on you and see if you've actually learned what the animations are.
Oh, okay.
So that was medium. Nice
Right.
job.
Nice.
Yeah.
Medium
That was
again.
medium.
That was light.
Uh-oh.
There you Well, just
Wow,
don't
you
hit
gotta be
medium
quick.
every time.
That was heavy.
33% chance. Go for it, D.
Medium. Medium. There it is.
There you go.
Yeah. I can call it out after I screwed it up a few times. Kick autos.
Yeah. So this will run you through the same thing, but
Okay.
Yeah, let's
helping
move
you
on to,
helping you recognize like the kick animation. So
Oh,
we
okay.
got
So this
the
is
next one's
doing
cool
the
too.
kick.
yeah.
Okay. We can just tear through this really quick if you want. No, it's-
We don't want to get you too good at this.
Yeah, we're trying to. We gotta look good
yeah. Okay.
We want to be
They're
able to
building
win.
you up. They're building
while
you
we're
up.
here.
So I'll jump into this one real quick.
This one's a
50.
cool one.
Oh, okay.
You know, a lot of people when they first start playing fighting games have a lot of problems dealing with fireballs and projectiles. So this is one of the things that we specifically address with this lesson. We've basically put together 7 different ways that you can handle dealing with projectiles in KI. So the most obvious one is a neutral jump.
Yep.
And what's neat here is because fireballs go different speed, we'll see above Jago, you can see whether it was the heavy punch, which one it was. This is one that is tough to learn at first, but really important way to deal with it. Just sort of
Walking forward and blocking.
Yeah. Classic,
Important skill.
Yeah.
but it'll work.
These are and these are fighting game fundamentals.
These
that
are
apply,
fundamentals.
That
You know,
apply to
closing
fighting games.
space.
Yep. It applies no matter what.
So you're teaching us all of these with Jago. Do you have any other options for teaching like an Orchid tutorial sort of like this?
So right now we're using Jago because he's sort of the balanced character to
Yeah.
teach the overall mechanics of the game, and that's what's going to be available.
Yeah.
Okay,
And not only
cool.
that, I mean, for the people, you know, for the early adopters who are just trying, you know,
Yeah.
Killer Instinct, let us teach you the most about the guy that you're going to have access day one.
So day one, you do get access to Jago. So this is available launch day, Xbox One. You're probably not at all nervous about that, right?
Not at all. We're ready to rock, man.
Yeah.
Ready to rock.
And does it come with this Dojo mode to teach new players, or is this something that comes with the purchasable version?
Yes.
well, wait, which is it?
All modes, all modes are included in the initial downloads.
Okay.
And we want you to get good. We want you to feel good about playing this game. Get a couple of wins. I mean, you'll be able to go online. You'll be able to play with your friends and do all that stuff. So learn with us, grow with us, kick some butt.
That's
rank
what it's
up.
all about. Like people, in my opinion, people only play so long when they're just hitting buttons.
Yes.
Like they might find it fun and interesting for a few hours or a couple of hours or whatever, but once people understand like how to not just play the game, but how to play the person across from them, that's when people start drinking beers and getting rowdy and getting hype and having fun and getting together every week to play and get better. Like, and that's what fighting games are all about. You know.
So one more thing before we hand it over to Destin for the big trials
Oh.
is another cool feature in the dojo is demonstrations. So for some of the more tricky concepts like a cross-up that a new player might not understand, we actually have the AI sort of show you the timing and the distance to do them. So here you'll see we're trying to teach cross-up. So here I'm not doing anything. This is just the AI showing you. And what's neat is, you know, you can pause it, you can frame step through it if you really want to analyze.
Oh wow, that's really nice.
Where do I do things? You know, so
That's a great
I like
teaching
that.
tool.
it's a really cool feature. And then after you've seen it twice, now let's see if I can repeat it. You know, you sort of learn the timing of it. So something that we thought was really cool and will help people hopefully, you know, learn the tricks that we've all learned over years.
Sure. Is it? I'm just curious, real quick on cross-ups. Is it generally jumping medium kick for most? Is that
Character
almost
specific.
It's very character specific. Okay, because jumping medium kick is like almost like the poster child for cross-ups in a lot of games. But okay, that's cool. Different ones.
This is a question from Mech82, and I'm actually kind of curious. How big is the download going to be for the game?
File
you guys
size,
know?
I don't think we've released that yet.
Yeah,
but I'm not too
idea?
7 bajillion.
60 gig download.
Not too sure, but I think that's
All the
something
GBs.
yes.
How big's the hard drive? That should have been your response. You want me to try a godlike?
It
Okay.
is time.
This will be interesting.
So this is the
So
last.
this is the rest of the stream.
Yeah. Grab a.
Should we
grab
do a
drink.
cutoff time?
Yeah, give me like 2 minutes top.
2 minutes, all right.
So this is the last lesson in the dojo where we try to pull it all together and sort of teach a lot of the mechanics in single combos. So each of the combos here has sort of a different thing it's trying to teach. So I believe this first one is trying to teach you how you can shadow cancel on specials. So hit A to continue. Oh, sorry, this is a corner only combo. So you'll learn that some combos can only be done in corners, and this is one of them.
Whoop. That's a good start.
So the fourth one is going to be the wall bounce for you.
All right. Nope. I told you this is going to be bad.
The heat is on. Another neat feature while we're watching the attempts here is you'll notice over the AI dummy, you'll notice the sort of text explaining the part of the combo that Dustin's in, and that's really important to sort of help people teach, what is an opener, what is a linker. There you'll see the ender mark. So it's a
manual.
It'll show manuals also. So it's a great way to sort of start to learn how the parts of the combo
Shadow
work.
And if you're one of those guys that just need to understand the science behind your combo strings and how you put it together, it's something that you can also enable in like the training mode as well.
That's great.
So and within that training mode, you can activate hitboxes. You can see the properties and the frames of the
You
moves.
can activate hitboxes and frame data
And
in
it's
training
also
mode?
one of the lessons that we go through here as well. Is like we teach you how to get a better understanding of how hitboxes work in a fighting game.
It is so key. So few. You know what's so funny is that Marvel does not have that on console.
But on
the
the
Vita
Vita
version, it does. It doesn't make any sense at all. But that's really great. Like when we're done with this, I really would love if you could show me that. That really excites me. That's the kind of stuff because you guys know. It's all about the lab time. It's all about sitting down in the lab and cracking out and finding new tech and like learning all the properties of your moves. And I love being able to do that. And I think more and more, it's becoming more and more important for players to be able to do that without having to go to YouTube, without having to go, Google something. Like putting all that information right in the game, baking it right in there.
Yeah, it's just
You're giving people the tools they need to get better.
Absolutely.
All right, guys. I think I'm going to give up. I'm going to do one more try. For now,
So
just because this isn't exactly the
one
most
try, Dave.
One try. I will get
Okay,
it.
one try.
One try.
You get one try.
We're doing this
I get
live.
2 minutes.
Do it live.
If you don't do it, we're leaving the game. Oh. Do a launcher ender.
All right. Oh, wait, what's this?
And then it gets crazy.
Then they get a little harder.
So
Let's jump into the training mode.
Which is where I need to spend some time.
I'm tweaking out right now. Like seriously, I'm like I can't believe there's hitboxes and frame data right in. Like I want to see it all.
in that 32 lessons as he's setting up right now, it's not just 32 straight objectives that you need to do. Within those, categories, there are different levels of that. So, expect to hang in each one of those missions or modes or whatever you want to call it,
Lessons.
like for a good amount of time.
Yeah.
So that this way, if you went into learning about hitboxes, you're going to leave understanding about hitboxes.
Yeah. No, like playing Street Fighter 4 when that finally came out, I just stayed in training and like went through all that stuff and kind of learned a few characters, and then you build upon that after you get your basics. Yeah.
So here, let me take you through some of these options.
I want to give a shout out to your sound designer first.
Oh.
Just going up and down in the menu plays like the do 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 do. That is awesome. Yeah.
Good job. And for all those people out there who like to make menu music, I know I'm one of them. I totally do that. Pisses off my girlfriend
air
to no
guitar
end.
So these are the sort of starting dummy options. One of the coolest features here is you can set them to combo break on only heavies, mediums, or lights, or random. Like I noticed, Vince, you were leaning on
I was
heavies
leading on
for a
heavies
little bit.
before, yeah, I was.
So what you could do is turn this on heavies and then play, and then anytime you do it, you'll get broken and you'll quickly learn, okay, don't do that. So cool little quick option. Turn this back off. So here's where the real meat comes in. So the display combo state, which we showed earlier, but the feature everyone's talking about is display hitbox.
I can feel the grin.
I'm just like,
Oh, nice.
oh my god.
So there's a lot to look at, and I think in the actual training mode you go. But Dave can tell you right now.
In the training mode, we go through what each of these boxes mean and how they work.
Right.
But the key ones for the beginning players are the green outlines around the characters. Those are the vulnerable boxes.
Right, those are hurt boxes.
Yep.
Those are hittable boxes.
And when a red attack volume hits the green volume, you're going to score a hit.
Right.
Boom.
So the red is the hit. Red is the hit. Green is the hurt.
Yep. So.
And what's the yellow theoretically?
So the yellow is what we would call the character capsule. So whenever those two touch, you'll see I start to push the character.
Okay.
And that determines like when you're going to cross off and not cross off.
Oh, okay. Wow, you even have that. That's most very few fighting games have any kind of hitbox information in them. But even the ones that do, it's usually just the hurt and the hit. You don't really see like where your character is and where it's like, you know, if it's going to cross up or not.
Have you guys ever seen anything like this in any other fighting games? I mean, I haven't seen it before.
I mean, the only other one that I've seen was what Vincent had mentioned earlier with
the Vita version of Marvel.
Okay.
There have been 1 or 2 other games that have had modes
Skull
where you can turn
Girls,
on.
to give out a
Yeah,
little
Skull
shout
Girls had theirs
out
as
to
well.
yeah,
Right.
Z.
Yeah, absolutely. Love Skullgirls. Yeah, but this is the first time I've seen it where it shows the core and whether it's going to cross up or whether it's not.
Another cool one here. So you see the blue outline around the yellow. That's the throw vulnerable, and this is the throw active. So you see it's different colors. When those two connect, you get a throw.
That is exceptional.
And you'll see
Oh
there
my
a shadow
God.
move. We all know the shadow wind kick is throw and vulnerable.
Right.
How do you make that happen as a programmer? If you want to geek out, you just turn the blue box off so you can't be thrown. So you can go through the shadow moves and figure out what they really do.
So you can see what's throw invulnerable,
Yeah,
what's projectile
absolutely.
invulnerable.
And
But there might be easier ways to do that if you're not as in tune to hitboxes.
So this might blow your mind.
Every single attack will have its frame data available in the dojo. So standing medium kick.
Wait, hold on. So I see the hash marks, the slashes. So is that startup, active, and recovery?
Correct. Exactly.
Wow.
And then below it is
Heaven.
below it is the advantage on hit and on block.
Oh, that's a static difference for both hit and block?
Yeah. So. So
numbers, people,
probably
the
one
numbers.
of Jago's. Rich loves this move, but close medium kick.
Yeah.
+4 on hit, very good. Very good.
Show me. We were talking about this before. Show me light laser blade.
Light laser blade. So well, but the linker property will be different. So recovers in 21 frames, very fast. And then another cool thing is when you do shadow moves, you'll see attack property, throw, and vulnerable.
But if we can go back to doing the linker version of the shadow. So that's +3 on hit.
Yes.
So that's why I was saying for the reset
Yeah.
before you hit that and you got 3. Oh, that's so good.
Yeah.
So good. Like I can see like I'm gonna want to go into this and find out like what the best linkers for like resets are and oh my god.
Lab time is going to have
Yes.
sort of new meanings now. So.
Yeah. This is really sick, guys. So
Hard
and I
knockdown.
see hard knockdown, right? So the sweeps are hard knockdowns. Throws are obviously hard
Throws
knockdowns.
are hard
That's
knockdowns
typical
also.
Street Fighter stuff. Are there any other moves that cause a hard knockdown outside of that, or not?
Some special moves, for instance, Jago's ankle slicer, if you're not aware, is actually a hard knockdown.
Oh, nice,
So,
cool.
A couple moves have that property.
Well, sweet. Do you guys want to hop back in and see some more Orchid? Do we need to cover anything else on Dojo?
There's one more thing about practice that
Okay.
I wanted to ask, just because I saw. You can jump back into it for a second. Right, display combo state. What I wanted to ask you in the past, in the screen before, there's a very common setting which is for counter hit.
Yes.
What is this is a thing about fighting games that a lot of fighters kind of work away from. They don't really do a lot with. What are the properties of counter hits in this game? Like, are there counter hit only combos?
That's a really good question.
So, great question. Counter hits give 2 benefits. First, they add additional frames on hit.
Right.
So,
Okay.
a light, for instance, gives you +2 if it's on counter hit,
Okay.
+3 for mediums, +4 for heavies, +6 for specials. So, if you get a counter hit on a special, you can manual into pretty much anything.
Cool, nice.
And the other thing it does is it increases the damage, generally around 25 to 50%.
And
So-
does it increase that damage just for that first hit?
Just
of the
for the
combo?
initial hit.
Okay, cool.
So, for instance, counter hit air attacks will do, pretty chunky damage.
Cool. I just wanted to know. So, but it sounds like there are counter hit only combos where if I hit like a counter hit standing hard punch
Yeah,
or
exactly.
something,
Like
I might
a
be able
counter hit, close medium kick will grant
So,
me more frames to do
This is
a
a perfect example of close medium kick into
Yeah.
that combos, and it would not combo and
Right.
outside of counter hit. So.
Cool. Yeah, I like that. There's actually like counter hit exclusive links.
Yeah.
Stuff. That's cool.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah.
The filthy combo.
Yeah.
Maybe one last thing should we show? I don't think. Oh, sorry. We should show here
Show it.
Is-
Whatever it is.
CPU recording.
Yes.
Oh.
Nice. Awesome.
So we'll just do a couple of these, and then you go back and go playback, and now they'll play back. So you can get, for instance, for me, I want to learn how to shadow counter this every single time.
Sure.
So
Absolutely.
I'm just going to have them do a couple of these, and then boom,
Nice.
you can just
Awesome.
practice over and over. So
Yeah.
you can learn how to sort of, counter any attack that you've seen people do.
Which is good because especially with some of the nasty setups you can come up with in this game, it would be great to like replicate them, record them.
Absolutely.
And then,
Like,
so
figure out
that's-
like, hey, is this really hard to block? Is it an actual mix-up? And
I can see right now.
record functionality is
It's
just one of
so
those.
big.
It's the go-to these days for a lot of the hardcore players.
Yeah,
Like,
absolutely.
Like we recognize that. Why not? Let's rock.
Because I know against Sadira, her instinct mode where she puts out those web traps, there's some really dirty setups with the
Yeah.
web traps. I'm going to want to lab those. And
Absolutely.
I'm going to want to record myself doing those and then just sit there for 20 minutes, an hour, hours, just finding out the best ways to blow them up. Cool, awesome. Thanks for showing us
Sweet.
that, guys.
Well, then let's talk next,
Love it.
after that amazing match, about what these characters can look like with accessories.
So I'm gonna set that up for you.
Yeah.
And I think.
So if you could come back to us quick, let's
I'm gonna set
explain
that
them.
out.
Like, what are they?
So the accessories are something that we put in that I think really allows people to make the characters unique for them. So there's 3 sets of accessories per character. 2 of them are earnable through KP. So we've seen as you play the game, you earn this currency killer points, and you can use that to unlock various things in the game. And one of them is the costumes. So there's 3 different sets. The last set comes with the Ultra Edition. It's the premium accessory set as we called it. And they range from sort of expected accessories to sort of totally crazy out there accessories. We want people to, sort of be able to put some style into their characters. So the ones we're going to show today are going to be Jagos and Saberwulf. Saberwulfs are really cool. We're going to show the steampunk ones on air today, but he's also got the sort of butcher shop ones. Jago's got the ancient warrior ones. He's got wooden ones. And Glacius's ones are some of my favorite. He's got the alien ones, which we'll see on stream today. He's also got the horns, which make him look, really just badass. So, really cool feature. And what's neat is you can mix and match the different customizations. It stays with you when you go online. So it's neat to go online and show because the hardest one that you have to earn with KP requires quite a bit of dedication to the game to rank up and unlock it and then buy it. So going on stage with sort of the really cool customization shows you've dedicated a little time to the game.
So I say we beat each other up with these things. on.
Sweet. So
So here's Jago and his outfit. Actually, we're
Yes.
showing this right now, and this is pretty cool. So you're going to be able to customize your characters.
Yeah, so you'll see my profile has, I'll have Jago dressed up. Let's show a little teaser of Glacius.
Okay.
Boom! And the other one that I put together is Dr. Wolf.
Dr. Wolf.
Doc Wolf's
Dr. Wolf.
Steampunk
So
Wolf.
yeah, let's go in order. I mean, what's going to be nice is that you're going to see the size of Jago's sword. And it's immense, dude. and
yeah,
what's,
watch the intro. It's
yeah. And it doesn't affect anything with the hitboxes. Everything acts as normal.
Yo,
but
damn.
I got a big sword.
You're walking softly and carrying a big stick.
Was he muffled too because he has the different
He's all
mask
taped
on?
up.
Yeah.
He's all taped
Oh
up.
wow. Woof.
Gladiator Jago.
All right,
Switch sides.
we're gonna do the filthy combo on stream.
Oh, I tried it. Oh, I think that's
Wow.
And overhead's tough to react to.
I can just see people going crazy with these, coming up with weird combinations and stuff, just to really make their character unique. We see that already all the time. I get so into the match, I'm supposed to be moving the stream along and everything, and I'm just like, oh yeah, Killer Instinct's right here in front of me. I kind of want to just watch this.
Especially now that I saw all that stuff about training mode, I just want to steal
Yeah.
a controller away and get
Yeah.
lost in training mode for forever and just figure out good setups and resets and frame traps and
Yeah.
it's funny because this is a game that I can tell already. It's hitting it for me in terms of just the second to second fun and hype and the mind games and just the style. But then I can see also academically, the fighting game nerd in me is gonna want to sit down and break things down in a very detailed way too. So
Oh, I love the helicopter
exciting.
flying through.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, the laser blade looks really cool with this sword.
man, that wind kick's so safe.
Oh, nice.
I'll try and do the.
You try Jack my laser blade reset.
How many hours have you had with these two characters? Because these are the first two you revealed. You got to know them pretty well by this point. You know.
I don't know if there's like an exact time associated with it, but a lot.
By the way,
Yes, you did.
that was.
Rich, before did I see you do a shadow endo Q-can, and when he blocked it, you had enough plus to like throw out an overhead?
Well, the thing is, if you actually go into the frame data, I'm not at plus, I'm actually at minus, but I'm just taking advantage of the illusion that it is.
Right. It's not really a frame trap or anything.
Oops.
But it's a cool way to set up pressure. That was really nice.
Let's see. I have my patented, and Dave likes it. I don't want to say what it is just yet. I need instinct though.
That's why you're landing.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, thanks, Justin.
Oh, play. We need you to play.
You shouldn't have asked me to play.
It's got to be genuine, right? Like, how is it a mix-up
Yeah.
if I'm going to tell you what it is? But, yeah, there's crazy stuff. Like instinct, one of the things that I like to do because you recover so fast with Jago, I'll do a...
Oh!
Nice. I'll do something like a low medium kick endokuken to shadow endokuken. And if I have instinct, I'll pop it. What I'll do against David is I'll double duck. Like I'll duck twice, almost forcing like, oh, he wants to make an attempt to do like a down middle kick and a wing kick combo. And yeah, let's just keep going character to character. So let's see. Glacius. Yeah, there's a tons of stuff, and I think a lot of it is it stems from things like
Thunder stage.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This is
I really like
nice.
this stage a
beautiful.
lot.
Especially with the ultra.
Look
Oh
at
my
me.
god, he looks like an elite. I love it.
I didn't even think of that.
I'd
Cross
never
marketing.
think-
This is our Halo
This is
time.
our Halo. This is the Xbox One's Halo. Let's go.
This looks like pretty kick-ass bug.
Pre-order Halo for the elite costume in Killer Instinct.
IGN exclusive.
In-house, this is like the most heated match.
Oh, really?
Yes,
two?
These two.
Oh, not one of you.
So, Rich, I'm going to guess you're Glacius.
Yes. I don't know if it makes sense, but I love playing this match against Adira and just learning to play D against it. Because once I don't have bar, like she's got full reign to go in.
Because you don't have the shadow.
Yeah, I don't have the
shadow
cover of doing like
projectiles, right?
the shoulder into the shadow projectiles.
Right.
But she's one of the few characters too that can fight against that. Because if I do it, she can actually go.
Yeah, I can do
She can go right through it with
Demon Blade.
with a demon blade, which is fireball and bone.
Oh, okay. Even the normal version is fireball invulnerable?
Just the shadow one.
Oh, I was gonna say just the shadow one.
Nice.
Oh no, these traps, the shenanigans.
Please die. Oh, this is the juggle for the
Armor up.
Nice. That was a really good. Yeah, and she
Wow.
she does very well against his like Oki pressure because she can throw out of a lot of the things that I do.
see the rain starting to come
Yeah, I
down.
love it.
If we get to round 3 here, because I'm predicting a supreme victory.
Oh,
Mix up.
you had that.
What?
Oh!
You gotta- oh,
Oh,
Nice reaction.
I'm gonna
Okay,
land.
I guess we'll get
All
to
right.
see round 3.
a little bit more rain. Look at the rain effects on the stage, flowing off the rocks. That's really cool. Oof.
Oh no, I thought it was.
Bottom
gonna
of
be-
the funnel.
Didn't want to deal with that.
Oof.
Oh my god.
The deer
Oh my
with the
god,
big
cashed in the
punish.
damage.
Oh, I just tried to do an air throb and played too much Orchid.
The rain effects on that rock on the bottom, that is awesome.
Just watch it slip off and
Yeah.
Yeah, and it gets really nutty during
nice.
the ultra. Oh my god.
Yeah,
The recluse. That's
So
it.
that was the wall bounce also. Uh-oh. I think he was
Oh,
waiting for it that time.
There it is. Oh, are we
Rich
going to
is
see
slapping
Hurricane
those buttons.
Glacius in a second?
Oh, should we do Hurricane Glacius?
Yeah.
Okay, for the kids, all right. It's got to be Hurricane Glacius.
Oh, nice blocks. Ah,
Hurricane!
Gla-
Woo! Oh, it's on the other side. There
There
it
it
is.
Force
is.
of nature.
nice follow-up.
I was admiring the beautiful Sharknado in the back.
Sharknado.
Let's see. And then last but not least,
Achievement.
achievements.
Achievement unlock, Hurricane Glacius.
And then
Steampunk.
Steampunk.
Nice.
change it up. And what's cool is that each one of the accessories just matches up with the colors for now. So
Oh, nice.
Let's play in Saberwulf's arena. We haven't seen that one yet.
I like this arena.
Yeah, it's got a real creepy vibe to it. I like it.
Very creepy.
How much customization are you going to have with the tags? Because you got like KI, button masher, there's a jewel there or something. I don't know what that is.
There is a lot of it. There is
Yeah.
a lot of it. So you will be able to customize that as well as your character. Again, through KP and unlocking with various things in the game.
Sweet. So KP is like the in-game currency.
Yes. Yeah, KP is killer points in game. There's a couple different ways to acquire it.
Is that
Nice block.
is that created by Ultratech? No, I'm just kidding. Yeah. Is that the currency in Killer Instinct?
Oh, that was so dirty.
I like that there's just limbs hanging off the ceiling.
Yeah, this is a perfect holiday. Again, this is a perfect
Yeah.
Halloween stage.
Yeah.
Oh, that was sick. I know he just manualed into a hard knockdown with the sweep.
Oh, you can do that? You can manual into a sweep?
Yeah.
Oh, we just Saberwulf can.
Oh, only Saberwulf can?
There's a
That's
few others that
so
can do it.
There's
sick.
a few others that can.
Jago can do it off of a what do you call it? A heavy wing kick linker. The only reason I didn't do it is because I was talking. If I wasn't talking, I would have went for it.
It's all
I
my
got,
fault.
I got punished. No, thank you. Appreciate it.
Ooh.
Yeah, but I really like doing that setup because it allows me to do the double dash back and forth,
Uh-huh.
which is a really some nice
Oof.
tech.
Oh, I thought you were going right.
Nice tech.
Ah, two
Oh.
people can play that.
That was
game.
nice.
Ooh, that
reset.
resets.
He looks so cool when he's in instinct mode.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, right
I
in the
love
corner.
that his grapple turns you around and then you can like do whatever you want.
Oh, that was smart.
Oh,
my
wow.
God, that was
right
really
into the
smart.
overhead. That was
Yeah.
such a good decision.
Oof.
Oh, let me out of here.
Oh,
From what I've seen though, Thunder has those huge comebacks, so it might not be over yet.
That damage.
Yeah, and there
That was
goes
only a
28%.
7 combo. That was so much
Yeah.
damage.
Speaking of big comebacks,
Oh, God.
there it is.
That
Oh
could be
my
it.
goodness.
Not like this.
that's why I love that grappling character. Ah,
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
That's a perfect safe jump if you do it off the Call of the Earth Ender.
Oh, really?
For that one, yes.
Cool. Now, safe jump setups. Always a good time.
so guys, let's do a few more.